Beneath the bustling streets of Paris lies another city, a city of bones, darkness, and silence. 200 miles of tunnels, 6 million skeletons, and somewhere down there, a man entered this great abyss in 1793 and never walked out. While guillotines fell above ground, a different kind of torment befell this man. This is the story of Philibert Aspairt, the lost cataphile. November 3rd, 1793. The Reign of Terror. Paris is paranoid, and at the Val-de-Grâce hospital, a porter named Philibert Aspairt finishes his shift. He's 35 years old. He knows the building's secrets, including a little-known entrance to the quarries below. The official record says he was hunting for treasure, specifically the lost stores of chartreuse liqueur hidden by monks. He took a candle, a set of keys, and descended. The world of chaos faded away, replaced by the scrape of his footsteps. The temperature drops. The candle flame dances, throwing monstrous shadows on walls of skulls. You might know the path, but the catacombs are a living maze. 200 miles of it. Let us pause on that for a moment. In 1793, Paris was a city where your neighbor could denounce you with a whisper, where the Committee of Public Safety demanded absolute loyalty. The hospital where Philibert worked would have been a hotbed of tension, treating the wounded, housing sympathizers to various causes. Was a porter truly risking his life in miles of catacombs for a bottle of liquor? Or was the liqueur a convenient cover story, invented later to explain the unexplainable? His body was found 11 years later, in 1804, by workers expanding the tunnels, identified by his uniform and keys. They buried him right there, his grave marked by a stone that reads, "Lost November 3rd, 1793, found April 30th, 1804. 11 years in darkness, alone." Today, Philibert's tombstone is a pilgrimage site for urban explorers. Some claim to feel a presence near his grave. Others report hearing footsteps when alone. Modern cataphiles tell new recruits, "Remember Philibert. The catacombs don't care how well you think you know them." Philibert Aspairt became part of the darkness he sought to explore, a permanent resident of the city beneath the city, a warning carved in stone 2 centuries old. So, what happened to Philibert Aspairt? Was he a treasure hunter? Or simply a man who, for a moment, believed he knew the darkness better than it knew him? The catacombs hold the answer, and they do not give up their secrets. Here is where the theories begin. The first and most sinister is that Philibert was no simple porter. He was perhaps a royalist sympathizer. The tunnels beneath Paris were not just tombs, they were a secret network, a way to move people, messages, or contraband away from the prying eyes of the revolutionaries. His descent may not have been an exploration, but a mission that went catastrophically wrong when he lost his way, or when a candle guttered out in a draft he didn't expect. Imagine that moment. Not just the darkness, but a blackness so complete it feels like a solid thing pressing against your eyes. Your breath becomes the loudest sound in the universe. Time dissolves. The first hour is fear. The second, desperation. By the third day, hunger and thirst have become abstract concepts, replaced by a creeping, cold realization. This is it. This stone floor, this specific patch of damp earth, will be the last thing you ever know. Did he call out? Apart from him, there was only the sound of water dripping somewhere in the eternal night, marking a time he could no longer see. The Val de Grace wasn't just a hospital, it was a repository of secrets. What if the monk's liqueur was a child's tale masking a darker truth? What if Philibert was the keeper of a secret his employers decided was better kept buried with him? Or perhaps he wasn't Philibert. 11 years is a long time, long enough for a man to be reborn. The body they found was wearing his clothes, yes, but identity in 1804 was a matter of objects, not DNA. A convenient set of keys could make any skeleton into Philibert Aspairt. But he knew this place, did he not? Modern explorers whisper of places down there where the darkness feels intelligent, where your light doesn't just fail, but is swallowed. What if Philibert didn't just lose his way? What if the path behind him changed? I guess we will never know. And so, the chamber holds another story, a fragment of history left in the dark. Thank you for listening.